Hello everyone. Today I'm gonna interview one international student who's studying in Korea, and I hope it will be a very helpful video, I would guess, because there are a lot of people who dream of studying and living in South Korea, and we are gonna have conversation about living and studying in South Korea. Let's start first. Before asking any questions, I want you to introduce, or it would be better to introduce yourself to others.
Hello, my name is Devina. I'm from India and I'm currently studying in Kongji National University. I came through GKS, and as we know, we have to study 1 year in language school, and then after that I completed my language school and I'm currently doing my master degree.
Devina, how long have you been living in Korea?
It's been 1.5 years, I would say.
1.5 years.
Yeah.
And actually, I also studied in language school with Bebina. Yeah, and it was pretty interesting, I think. Speaking of language course, what is the difference between language school and studying in university in Korea?
Oh, if I have to go a little bit background, I am a Korean major, so before coming here, of course, I didn't give any topic exams. So my topic was, I only have topic level 3 because I gave a long time ago, and I have to get topic level 5 to start my master's. So I have to attend the language school, and I'm glad that I did, because those 1 year was my most happiest year of my life, because it's very easy, because my background is from Korean, so I know Korean, but I think most of the foreign students find it hard to adjust here for the first year, who have no idea about the language and the culture. Yeah,
I would totally agree. Language school is really helpful to adjust living and studying in Korea, instead of in being enrolled in the university life, I would say.
Directly.
Yeah, directly, because there's a huge difference between them. It is in the language course, you are like a kid, you're a kid, we feel
pampering you.
in the kindergarten.
I feel pampered a lot.
And in the university, you're adult.
Yes, your treatment is over.
Yeah, no one tells you to do any assignments.
Yes.
And you should do it on your by yourself. So I wanted to know, what is your first impression when you came or landed in Korea?
Do I have to be really honest? because if I go being really honest, that it will be, I was really happy. I was crazy. I was Korea!
In the internet.
Yeah. I was so freaking tired because of that 1 day long flight, but still I was I'm in Korea. Can you imagine? I used to think that if I have to, I don't know if I can add this, but if I have to do anything to go to Korea, I will do anything, even if I have to work hard in job and stuff to get money. But getting GKS was God's call. You can go there, and I was so happy. I can't remember anything else than being happy, actually.
And for me, my first impression when I came in Korea was I vividly can remember I was tired, and also I had a headache because of on the plane I started having headache, and the weather in Korea was super cold. In March, it is still winter, right? In March, it is still winter. Yeah, we were wearing a lot of clothes, but I was kind of really happy that I couldn't believe that I'm in Korea. The feeling I'm in my dream. I wanted to punch myself or something, because
I'm sleep half awake, half tired.
Yeah. It's am I dreaming or is it real? Because I
was like that for most of the 2 months in Korea. I was am I dreaming? Am I here? Am I really here? And then I was for the first 2 weeks, I was la la la. My mind was I'm in Korea. I don't care anything else. I was in 9 cloud. I was so happy.
The same. I wasn't fluent at Korean, and I had the really funniest moment. The say it do you need 봉투 필요하세요? I was what the heck is 봉투? In my right. I was like, 아니야. Or sometimes I'm like, 네. And then I got to know about like 봉투. The 봉투 in English.
Plastic bag.
Plastic bag? Yeah, 봉투 plastic bag. And I didn't know this word for, I don't know, for a month in Korea. Because wherever you go, like when shopping, you are asked, right? Do you need 봉투 or something? And then I had this funniest moment because after coming to Dormitory, I didn't even couldn't search because of the spelling. And yeah, it was the first funniest moment of the day that I first landed in Korea. Actually, when I was like coming from Incheon to my university, I was like, wow, I did that. You know this feeling?
Yeah.
Oh, I did that, and was so much grateful. And I would totally agree. You like doing anything else, like studying hard or finding a lot of opportunities to come and to study in Korea. I think it's really the best experience ever, like the best experience I have ever had, I would say, in my life.
We have more to go.
Yeah,
More to
it's
come.
just the beginning.
Yeah.
Well, I wanted to ask, after enrolling in like university in Korea, what surprised you the most about Korean university life?
So there's like a big dynamic change in language classes and once you start your major, okay? So in major you are sitting with Korean people, right? Like people who studied in their country, I don't have any idea about like education system in their country, but particularly in India, there's really different like education system, right? So from where I grow up, right, there we write in English, we speak English, like the medium is English. So I'm more comfortable in English, even though I don't have anything grammatically correct, I can't write it, but still I'm more comfortable in English, right? So here you have to do everything in Korean because their medium is only in Korean. So even though I am a Korean major, we have like the option to write it in English because it's not our language, right? No matter what, it's like it's gonna be my fourth language, right? So to go through all the three languages and write it in both language, my fourth language is really hard.
You can feel the competition between students as you see in K-dramas, right?
Yeah.
It is a real situation. And there's competition in the university and at the school or at the job or everything else. There's you can feel the competition in living and studying in Korea. How do professors treat like international students?
So since we started our masters, I started my master, I have been faced with like 3 or 4 professors. They're really nice. Like, of course, they know our, struggle in foreign language because few of them have studied in other countries, and of course, like they know how it is to study in another language, So they try to be really gentle with us, I'm not sure about other university, but especially in Gwangju, maybe because it's in a kind of like, 중천남도 여기는 here it's like really calm people, Here people are like 천천히, like really
calm
slowly.
lifestyle compared to Seoul.
Yeah.
Like it is like
I'm not
hectic.
sure about other universities. I think
Also would add, in addition for that, I have seen really good professors treat well international students, and they don't just they don't differentiate the Korean students and the international students. However, I cannot say it is 100% they treat well to international students because it depends from professor to professor and from university to university, right? And it is not the 100% like sure thing that we're talking about, but it is experience that we have had. However, there might be some professors, like for example, 1 out of 20 or 1 out of 30, that can be a little bit tough to international students, or they kind of like really discrimination or something.
Yeah,
Is it the word?
I will say discrimination or racist.
Racist or discrimination towards international students, and they react differently. For example, with Korean students, they might talk nicely, but with international students, they might they don't even talk. This might be also the case. It is like, yeah, I want you guys to keep in mind this also, like, not only in Korea, I think such kind of things can happen in every country.
Here, particularly, when I feel like I've never experienced it, but my friends, when I go with my friends, because they have like big eyes and beautiful, like, you know, they're really foreigners. So I feel like, okay, the stares, I can see that they get a lot more stares than me. So because I don't look like, you know, a lot more foreigner. So when they got stares, they always feel like bad. Like somehow there are so many ajushi at some point, I don't know. Maybe it's the curiosity or maybe it's the what is happening, but they always stare at the foreigners.
Yeah,
so I
right.
think they feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, you're right.
So
You're right.
you should be getting ready for that. If you want to get stares, they are going to stare you.
Yes. And I want to ask you, can you tell me the one thing, just one thing that you love about studying Korea and living in Korea? Just one thing.
There's so many.
Yeah.
One thing.
Yeah.
I will say
That you appreciate.
safety.
Safety. Oh.
Nightlife safety. Anywhere you go. I wouldn't say like everywhere it's safety, but I think like 90% it's really safe here.
I think compared to our country, for example, you're from India, I'm from Uzbekistan, and I think Korea is the safest
country for us. As like I don't have any other country to compare with because I've only lived in India and Korea. Since I came here, I feel like I can go out around 3 a.m. I can go out around like I can just walk. I walked till 4 a.m. all night in the park actually.
In the park,
and nobody did nothing. I was like, what the hell is happening here?
Because like nobody cares about others' life, and
you can stay outside as long as you want. But in India, you have to go back before 7 p.m. because it's dangerous out there,
especially for women. I think. Yeah, and for me, it would be really hard to just choose one thing about Korea that I love. But after coming to Korea and living in here for almost, it is gonna be 2 years. Oh my god! Like now thinking about it, I'm like, wow. In March, it's gonna be 2 years.
Yeah. And you have 2 more to go.
Yeah, that's just the beginning. And after living in here for almost 2 years, I think the thing that I really appreciate and really love in here is like people keep boundaries with you, and they have their own space, and then I have my own space. Like they don't, like, you know, they don't meddle in or middle in. Is it right? Yeah. Like, and also they keep the boundaries and also nice. Yeah, it's like it shouldn't be real nice, but even if it's like this or with a smile, it even just gives you good energy instead of like they don't like affect their bad energy to others. Especially the service system in here, you know, in the bank or for example in some restaurants, even if they are mad or something, they're like with a smile and giving good service to others. And I think it is really a good thing that I appreciate about Korea, the keeping boundaries and respecting each other's privacy. It is, I think, the number one, or not number, but one thing that I really love about like Korea and the Korean people in general. Are you living in dormitory one room right now? And would you describe the difference between them?
So dormitory here, it's first of all, they're really good, okay? Like they give like very nutritious food, so many food, like 3 times, really punctual in time, you know. And for me, when I was in India, I don't have like time when I eat when I'm hungry. And in dorm, you have to eat on time, right? That's the most hardest part for me because I cannot change my time. Like, I just eat when I'm hungry, and when the food is out in dorm, I can't eat because I'm not hungry anymore. I just ate my lunch, and now you're calling me for dinner. So that's the only problem in dorm I faced in the meal. It was really tasty. I like it, but for those who don't eat pork, a lot of work there. You have to be really conscious about that, because yeah, that's it. But I stayed in dorm for, I think, like most of the 8 months there. Yeah, I changed from the expensive one to the cheap one. In the cheap one, I stayed with Korean, and in the expensive international dorm, I stayed with international like roommate. So yeah, I experienced both of that, and then I came out to one room.
Like which one is like
much better?
Which one is much better?
I don't want to compare, because like I don't know. Personally, I will say if I have to go, I like to stay with people. Like, I want to, I want, sometimes I don't want my personal space. I want like somebody to, talk to. Even though I'm a really introvert person, I feel like staying alone can sometimes makes you depressed. So
as a human being, I think we tend to have conversation or connection with others, even if it doesn't matter if we are introvert or extrovert. Even introverts, like we should balance, we should balance time with yourself and time with others.
Like we are really introvert, but like sometimes it's just like you need to let it out, because you're in foreign country and you don't need to be like mentally, torturing yourself, like staying in one room. So sometimes I feel like it's kind of hard, but still I have my space in my one room. So yeah, I will go with one room, but yeah, I love my memories with my like roommates more than my one room.
One room, all the same. And also when it comes to the like difference between dormitory and one room, I think it really depends on the person's preferences. For example, in our dormitory, there's the meal is what puam deda. Our dormitory in our dormitory the meals like are given to us. We don't cook. And we have like 3 meals a day. And however, if you cannot eat pork because of the religion reasons or some other reasons, it would be really hard for you to stay in the dormitory. But it is good to have like other students, it's like really a real student life in dormitory. You feel the student life going in there. And when it comes to the one room, it is like you live alone most of the time, or if it is bigger, you can also live with your friend. And also you can cook by yourself, no one like, there's a lot of, you are allowed to cook in one room. However, the cons of it would be you might feel really like alone, I would say, and lonely sometimes if you don't hang out with your friends often. But in one room, you have your own space, your independence, and you can come home whenever you want. Because in the dormitory, it is like up to 1 a.m. You should enter the dormitory, otherwise you will be outside till the morning. This would be the difference between them.
Most of the people prefer living alone, because they don't want to get the pressure. But you should experience dorm life, because it's really good.
I would totally 100% recommend you guys to experience even for 1 semester to live in dormitory and feel the vibe of it, because it is really different. Dormitory is like student life. Like one room is adult life.
Yeah, you pay the bills.
The bills,
the gas bill, electricity bill.
The rent, a lot
insurance.
of insurance.
It's really hard out here. So.
But in dormitory, you pay the dormitory fee at once. Or sometimes if it is too much expensive, they allow you to like split
it,
for 2 months. And this would be the difference between living in dormitory and one room. Let's talk about a bit about culture. What was your biggest culture shock in here?
Cultural shock? I wouldn't say it's a like cultural shock, but I would say like people are really clean here.
Clean?
Like, I'm sorry, but like what? They're really clean. Like as a nationwide, I think the country itself is really clean, and they try to maintain that. And I see that, like, you go out, you see like no pollution.
Yes.
Especially here in Kongju, because it's a village, you know. So you see no pollution and you can breathe the air.
And it rains a lot.
Yeah,
Here, right?
it's like nature-wise, it's really good here.
Yeah, you're right. And for me, the culture shock would be, to be honest, I didn't expect to have like culture shock or something, because I knew a lot about Korea before I came to Korea.
Yeah.
But the thing that I have experienced, and you study with like Koreans and the Korean professors, of course. The Korean class, it's really silent. You know, like, but in Korean class, it is really silent. Like sometimes only the air conditioner sound, like we can hear, it's the only thing. But it is really silent because professor speaks and speaks and speaks. We just take notes and something, or some people just sleep like in the back of the classroom.
One thing really good here is like professors just go free. Like they don't care. They just like come there and just do their lecture and they go. That should be it. Like, you know, like there's so many things going on in India. Like, you know, I don't know. Like here, it's like you do what you do. You're on your own. You're on your own person.
You're adult, and we don't just
we can't be like do this, do that.
This,
Once you are in university, you are on your own. Nobody is there to point you what to do. So
I think living abroad isn't always easy. You know, it can be challenging and tough and difficult sometimes. And I think this is also makes like living abroad and studying abroad fun. A little bit fun, I would say sometimes.
Groceries every week, carrying the heavy loads. But one thing, cultural shock. I want to add something. Fast delivery.
Oh, yeah.
You order now, 30 minutes later, it's on your door, in front of your door, like knock knock. The fastest delivery ever. There's a saying that I can't live where coupon is not there. The Korean saying, like they said that they cannot live where coupon does not reach. That's how their life is here, you know, high level.
Yeah, the delivering speed is, I think it's really crazy.
It's crazy.
The delivering culture is one of the most convenient things, like for people or for students, especially if you don't have time or if you're rushing or something, you just click it and order it, and after, I don't know, a few hours or sometimes the next day, it's gonna be next to your door. I was thinking about like, living abroad isn't always easy and it can be challenging though. So what has been the difficult or the hardest part of living and studying in Korea till now?
Or I think making friends, Korean friends, they're like really busy. Like alba, part-time job, they're doing their own stuff. Like a lot of things going on in their life. They want to go abroad. They want to just run away from South Korea. Some people. So like, if you make friends with Korean, it's a little bit tough here. You know, it's really shocking for me that I only have like foreigner friends. I thought that I would make a lot of Korean friends, but it's really shocking because I have met a lot of Korean friends too, but we like at some point we stopped talking, you know, because they're busy and I'm busy. If no one is like texting, then like it just ends, you know, it's there, that's it. So I thought that it would be easy for me to make friends because we know the language.
I also thought like that like I would have a lot of Korean friends or something, but
they're shy to come up to you and talk to you. Because they feel like we will throw English punches, like English words on there. But like we know Korean, so just I hope that I can make some friends.
I want to also ask how, like in general, how has Korea changed you as a person, as a human?
Ever since I came here, I've met a lot of foreign people, right? Different country, more than like I think 10 countries, and how their mentality works and what kind of like culture they belong from. And after I talked with them, I realized that my country is not only the place where, so it's like it has broadened my mindset,
Yes, yes.
like I see the things differently, and like I live in present more than like I used to live more in future, like what am I gonna do next time, like the past stuck in
You're
the
on your
past.
own.
Yeah. I'm always like stressing out, but now I'm like, okay, live in the present, it's fine, it doesn't matter, just meet the people, greet them, be happy. Like that's like, I think that's the biggest change that I have adopted in me. Like, because you cannot predict what's going to happen to you.
Yep. You
Who are you
cannot
gonna
change,
meet?
you cannot
Yeah.
control it.
Yeah. And it's going to be like, if you are like stick in like your own cultural things, that means it's going to be really hard for you to like adjust in South Korea, because you have to be open-minded.
Yeah.
It is a word, okay? That you should really use that for once you go to a foreign country, because if you're close-minded, that means things that are gonna come will shock you, and you cannot live the good life in that country.
And for me, I think the Korea has like affected and changed me as a person in a lot of way, especially in the good way. For example, it kind of like the first thing is like teaching me how to be myself and independent, and also like strong, because you are in here, you are on your own, you should do all this stuff. For example, the living, the cost, and the bills, and also I would say the insurance fee, all the stuff in studying, and the visa. I would say it's a big challenge for some students in here. And it kind of like taught me to how to handle any situation and not be like in shock, and then just be calm and then find a solution, And also it has taught me, for example, I would really suggest everyone to have your next goal or idea after coming to Korea, like what you're gonna do after coming to Korea. Because for me, to be honest, I have lost myself a bit after coming to Korea. Okay, it was my biggest dream, to be honest. I did everything to come here and get the full funded scholarship. And after living here for example, for more than 1.5 years, I was like, okay, so what's next? What's next? And what's the next? What am I gonna do? Something like this.
Anywhere you go, it's not only about Korea. If you go to another country, these things are like adulting. You're going to, it's gonna work. It affects us more mentally when you think about it, because you have to do all the things by yourself. And back in home, you have like other people around you, but I think being alone is gonna be the most things that gonna affect you more than anything else.
Anything else.
Because you are just alone, and you're gonna do everything alone.
And the last one is that
What is it?
the last question is, so if you could go back to the first day you came here, what would you tell yourself?
I would say, calm down.
Calm down.
Don't use all the money in Daiso. I throw everything there.
Yeah.
The money I bring here. So no, to be honest, I would say if that really happened, if I have the time machine to go back and look at myself in the eye and said, actually you did it. A lot is coming to you. You should prepare. And I would just hug her and say, thank you for that, doing this for me. And yeah, that's it. And so enjoy more than what you're gonna enjoy, but enjoy more, I would say.
Yep.
Yeah, that's it.
And I think that's it for today, and thanks for sharing your experience, Pipina, and I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much for inviting me.
Yeah, and I think it would be really helpful for you guys if you're dreaming of studying and living in Korea. And thank you so much, and yeah, that's it for today, and see you in my next video. Bye bye.